We have spent decades sketching out visions of human expansion into the cosmos. These include concepts like putting astronauts into suspended animation for long-haul flights, or deploying autonomous robots to 3D print entire bases from the dirt of other worlds. Or take this target, the cracked, icy surface of Europa. We are actively designing super-efficient robotic submarines built to slowly melt through kilometers of that solid ice and explore the subsurface oceans hidden beneath. These concepts are incubated in NASA's NIAC program. It is an open call for proposals where anyone, from university researchers to garage inventors, can submit highly experimental ideas and get the funding to test if they might actually work. But an idea remains pure fiction until it survives the violently freezing, lethal, and unforgiving physics of deep space. To cross the gap between a concept on paper and a working mission, we have to lay down the physical groundwork. We cannot simply jump to the final destination without first building the required infrastructure to carry us there safely. Reaching the moon in the 1960s was a rapid, high-energy sprint driven by a national mandate. Today, establishing a permanent human presence off Earth requires a hyper-calculated, sustainable approach. That heavy lifting reality is the Artemis program. It is a methodical, multi-mission effort designed to construct a reliable highway carrying humans and cargo away from our planet. Artemis provides the engineering framework currently being built to support human survival in deep space. It translates these theoretical concepts into missions designed to withstand the actual vacuum. The technical core of these missions is the Space Launch System, or SLS, built to propel the Artemis II mission into deep space. This visualization shows the rocket's raw power. It consumes 2 million liters of liquid hydrogen and oxygen, producing 39 meganewtons of thrust. Tracking the acceleration curve, the SLS breaks Earth's gravity, hitting 28,000 kilometers per hour in precisely 8 minutes. This overwhelming display of combustion and thrust is a matter of strict orbital mechanics. It is the absolute minimum energy required to decouple a crewed spacecraft from the gravitational pull of our planet. Once in the vacuum, the crew relies entirely on the Orion capsule. As seen in this hangar view, Orion operates as a heavily armored, self-sustaining ecosystem designed to combat external temperatures dropping to -200 degrees Celsius. This schematic cutaway highlights the specific inventory required to keep a crew alive. The life support system constantly balances 30 kilograms of nitrogen and 90 kilograms of pure oxygen, all powered by an external array of 15,000 solar cells, converting starlight into electricity. 4 trained astronauts, Christina Koch, Victor Glover, Reed Wiseman, and Jeremy Hansen, depend on this hardware. Upon their return, the capsule's heat shield is the sole barrier protecting them from the thousands of degrees generated by extreme aerodynamic heating. This orbital map traces the free return trajectory. The ship loops around the moon and slingshots back to Earth without a major engine burn. This path includes a 40-minute dark zone on the far side, physically blocking all communication with Earth. During that blackout, no real-time guidance is possible. The crew's survival rests entirely on perfectly engineered automatic systems and their own rigorous training, proving the absolute stakes of deep space survival. Looking at this historic image of the Apollo lunar surface, a common question arises. If we accomplished this 50 years ago, why is it taking so much time and money to go back? The 1960s Apollo missions were a high-risk geopolitical sprint. Driven by a budget that equals nearly $250 billion today, the focus was placing a flag on the surface, using systems that had massive power but very low redundancy. The Artemis program operates on a completely different model. It is a highly distributed, international collaboration requiring modules built by multiple countries to be rigorously tested and integrated for long-term stability. The mission objective has shifted toward establishing the infrastructure necessary for an ongoing human presence. Artemis II, along with the subsequent missions to build the Lunar Gateway, are laying down the structural railroad tracks in deep space. Once that heavy infrastructure is stable, the experimental concepts funded by NIAC, from microbial fuel cells that run on bacteria to impact-absorbing superball bots, can finally be deployed as the cargo traveling on those tracks. By merging the visionary imagination of science fiction with the rigorous, unforgiving reality of aerospace engineering, we are actively constructing humanity's next permanent home. The architecture is coming together, but the ultimate test remains. Are we truly prepared to become a multi-planetary species? Let us know what you think in the comments below.